Hello, everyone, and welcome to part one of personal development training. If you remember from part zero, we discussed what personal development is, how important it is, and how we can apply it to our life. What we do in life echoes in eternity. As you remember, personal development had seven major columns. Number one, self awareness. Number two, self knowledge. Number three, self healing. Number four, self help. Number five, self improvement. Number six, self development. And number seven, self care. In this video, we are going to discuss self awareness. It is so important that philosophers and success coaches begin everything with awareness. If you want to improve anything, you have to become aware of it, let alone this life. So, if you want to improve your life, initially, you have to become aware of yourself and different parts of yourself. Self awareness in our academy has nine major columns. Number one, inner world. Number two, emotions and feelings. Number three, thought patterns. Number four, behavior and ethical tendencies. Number five, actions and consequences. Number six, integrity. Number seven, shadow self. Number eight, possibilities and probabilities. And number nine, goals and whyness. So let's begin. Number one, inner world. Inner world alone has maybe plus 50 books. So we are going to discuss what inner world is briefly. Then each part of this inner world are going to have their own specific episode. So let's begin. Inner world itself has major columns: desires, thoughts, self-talk, vision, self-image, subconscious, feelings, memories, and our relationship with the world. If you want to improve anything inside your life, you have to do something with your inner world. You can't increase your income without working on your thoughts. Your income is actually an outcome because it is a result. Everyone's outcome, including your expenses and your income, is directly correlated with the quality of your inner world. Do you know somebody that has worked on himself and is poor? Imagine someone who's strong, has worked on his thoughts. Can this guy be poor? Maybe not. You can't work on your external achievements and expect to become popular. You have to work on your vision because the way you see others produces your popularity. Do you know someone popular who only thinks about himself? Probably not. So if you want better relationships, you got to work on your vision. And your vision is your inside world configuration. It's nothing strange, it's just input and output. Maybe it sounds philosophical, but it has so many applications in everyday life. Next part is emotions. Why is it important to learn emotions? Why is it important to become aware of it? Because we as humans are not logical creatures. We live based on feelings. Feelings drive us. We don't work with logic. Maybe it is strange, but yes, we are not logical. We accept people as friends who provide us with emotional safety. We do things which are in our circle of control, circle of safety. So it is crucial to know what feelings do we have and how can we use it in order to improve our life. Everyone wants to become better at making money. I'm going to give you an example. If you become better at managing your feelings, you will become better at making money. If you want to improve your problem solving skill, you have to manage your feelings. If you want to become better at decision making, you need to know that the most decision that you make is based on emotions. Next part of self awareness is thought patterns. Thought patterns are so important that many say your world is made up of your thoughts. I'm going to give you an example about how important thought patterns are. What percentage of your thoughts are channeled towards solving a problem? What percentage of your thoughts are going to solve your problems? Let's say you have financial problems. From morning to night, are you thinking about how to become a better person? How to make more money? How to solve your problems? Or you're just thinking about the weather, the news, how people think about you, or how you're going to suffer from problems? If you look for a better partner, what are your thoughts? Are you thinking about becoming a better person? Are you thinking about getting in the circle of good people? No. You're just thinking, I'm alone, I want a partner, I don't know what to do. So this is crucial to become aware of how we think, what our thought patterns are, and how can we use it in order to solve our problems. Next part is behavior and ethical tendencies. We need to know under what circumstances, how we react and how we respond. What is our ethical boundaries? Why? Because the last bad memory that you had was because someone behaved you badly. What do you expect out of that person? You expect that person to become aware of that psychological background that produced that bad behavior towards you. You expect from your mother so that she had worked on her behavior patterns so in the next 20 years she wouldn't hurt you. You can't expect something from others that you can do yourself. So you have to become aware of how you behave. How do I react when I have no money? How do I behave when I have a lot of money? How do I behave under pressure? This is so important. You want to run a business, you want to face problems, and you are not aware of your behavior tendencies. Next part, actions and consequences. Actions are so important that it goes, you are what you do. You are not what you think you will do. You are what you do. You are not your standards. You are not what you say. You are not your talk. You are what you do. And your life is going to end up like what you do. So it is so important to become aware of what am I doing in life and what am I not doing. Because everything you do and everything you don't do have their own consequences. So if you regard the 3-month period, you can predict how are you going to end up in 10 years. We need to take a look at our standard, how we see ourselves. Are you behaving as you expect yourself? Does your self-image match your actions? Probably not. This is how you suffer. Imagine somebody who does not match his own standard and you expect other people to respect you. I'm sorry, not gonna happen. You cannot want external things without doing the inner work. That inner work is, what am I doing? What am I supposed to do? If the distance between what I want to do and what I want to do and what I'm doing is zero, then you will become successful. Then people will respect you. Then you have no match. Next part, and one of the most important parts, is weaknesses and strengths. This is so important that it impacts every single thing in your life. You see, everything we talk about is so great, is so big, that each one of them have their own books. So you have to analyze everything I say, write it down on a paper, and talk about it and think about it. When you buy a car, you discuss with your friends about weaknesses and strengths. But tell me, since you were born, when was the last time you analyzed yourself? When did you predict the different possibilities that you can imagine for yourself based on your weaknesses and strengths? As I discussed in part 0, we go to war, then we expect to become a Navy SEAL. Not gonna happen. First, you gotta know yourself. Then you gotta know your enemy. Then maybe out of 100 battles, you're gonna meet 100 victories. This is written in Art of War. How do we choose friends? How do we choose jobs? Do we choose friends who perfect us, who moves us toward perfection and success? No. We choose people who do not force us to face our weaknesses. That's why we don't improve. We choose our circle of friends and circle of activities to remain the same. No wonder you don't move forward. So it is so important to know your weaknesses and strengths. For example, you as a person are not good at taking stress. How come you want to become an entrepreneur? You can't. You got to become aware of it. After you have become aware of how you feel and what your weakness is, maybe you can decide not to become an entrepreneur at all. Now you can give all your energy, you can spend all that you have to become a better employee. You see, you want to run your own business, but you don't know yourself. You're just thinking about it. So you have to become aware of yourself. Maybe you are not made for this. Maybe this is not for you. But if you realize what your weakness and strength is, you can discover your own destiny. You don't have to become someone else. You have to become yourself. That's where success comes up. I'm talking about true internal success, not external success for somebody else or for showing to other people. Next part is integrity. Integrity means the difference between your inside world and outside world. It goes act as you are or become as you act. We have this standard of ourself, of other people, or from society. But do we act based upon that standard? When there is a difference between our inside world and what we do on the surface, this distance becomes pain and suffering. And when we are in pain, do we address our internal configuration? Do we work on ourselves? No. We go to cinema. We go to movies. We go to shopping. We improve our funds model. We buy better clothes. Not gonna happen, my friend. If you want to calm your pain, you have to decrease the distance between who you think you are on the inside and what you do on the outside. When you let people abuse you, but on your inside, you don't want that to happen, this is the only thing you got to work on. Integrity. When you are not punctual, when you are always late, better clothing, better friends, or maybe external respect won't help you. You have to become who you are and you have to leave your standard. Number 6 is body. Maybe it sounds basic, maybe it's not something important to you, but your body is the vessel you have to carry all your life. It is more important than your spouse, than your job, and than your mother. Why do we have to become aware of our body? Because your health is the ship that carries you throughout life. You have to become aware of your organs, of your physical needs. You have to become aware of how you eat, what you eat, how you sleep, And how are you treating your body? Maybe this ungratefulness that runs inside this world is because you have no idea how magical your body is. Your heart is pumping from the day you were born without stop until the day you die. Do you behave? Do you work as good as your heart? Do you know how many white cells are fighting 24/7 without a proper salary in order to keep you up, in order to save you from sickness? And you say, I'm not magical, I'm not enough. You see, you have to become aware of your body. Your body is so magical that you have no idea. The more you read, the more you know about your body, the more humble you become. Number 7 is shadow self. Everyone has it. You don't have to take this personal. Every single people in this world has a shadow self. Shadow self is some sort of mask that we develop in order to hide our inner character that we are not comfortable to show to other people. You can't be a human and not have a shadow self. Everyone has parts that doesn't want to show to other people. You can't live in this world. You can't have parents. You can't have jobs and not have a shadow self. It's okay. Psychological issues and negative things that we have is basically and generally called shadow self. You see, you want to have a better relationship, get to know your shadow self. You want to improve how you feel about yourself, learn how to manage your shadow self. You want to work with somebody, instead of asking him, how many softwares do you have? Ask him, do you know your shadow self? Can you talk to me about yourself? Can you talk to me about your mask? Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are at your core? These are the main principles of life, not what college did you go in the past 10 years? How many certificates did you have? When you have dirty shoes and you want to go to a meeting, you clean your shoes because you don't want others to see it. Somehow you manage it. You don't cry about the rain. You don't expect other people to understand you. You just clean your shoes. So now that you have learned that you have a shadow self, you have to know it, you have to calm it, you have to tame it, and you have to manage it. Number 8, goals and whyness. You have to become aware of what you want and why you want it. I'm just going to give you one example. Imagine somebody who all he thinks about is himself. All the whyness, all the reason why he works and talks is about money. How much do you respect this person? How much do you want this person around you? Do you accept him as a friend? Do you want to become her colleague? Do you want to run a business with her? Probably not. So let's go back to you. You want to become popular? You want to become respected? You want to increase your self-confidence? You want to increase your income? Okay. What are your goals? Why do you want them? So you expect others to provide service for you and live for you mostly, more than they care about themselves. Do you live for other people? Do you care about other people more than yourself? You see, everything you want, these external things that we want, popularity, money, satisfaction, is worked through personal development. But generally, when people have problems, they use escape. They go to drugs, they go to movies, maybe they even try to increase their income. No, you got to work on what you want and why you want them. Next time you want to talk to your child, next time you want to sell, next time you want to talk to your boss, Next time you want to talk to your employee, first take a deep breath, go to your inside world, and say something for that person, not for yourself, not for your own comfort, but for the benefit of the other people, and see what happens. Number 9, and the last part, possibilities and probabilities. After you get to know yourself, after you became aware of your weaknesses and strengths, you got to analyze your different probabilities and possibilities. If I go to this class, if I take that sports class, if I go to college, if I talk like this, you have to become aware of different possibilities and probabilities because we live in a world of probabilities. Nothing is certain. You have to get good at thinking in terms of probabilities. No one is successful with certainty, and no one is a failure. So if you get to know your different probabilities and how to fit them, you have a better chance at succeeding in life. This was the last part of self awareness. What we do in life echoes in eternity. I hope to see you in the next episode.